Namaste. I'm Jill Loftis of Nuit, Astrology. I'd like to welcome you to your Planetary Energy Forecast for the month of May 2022. This is a powerful month. We're coming on the heels of April, which was also a really large and in charge month. But this month we have, we're entering the month right at the tail end of the eclipse that occurred on the 30th. So that was a powerful partial solar eclipse at 10 degrees of Taurus. We have another eclipse happening across the sky in Scorpio mid-month. But this is also a month where we begin to have some planets slow down, regroup, retrace. So if you have not already, it's time to back up your computers, get your systems in place because Mercury does retrograde this month. So it's going to be in the shadow zone as we begin the month. We are also still in a wide square now. You know, it's 2-3 degrees square between Saturn and the nodes. And I'm still banging on about this. I know, you're tired of hearing a bit about it. But it really is still in play all month, and it just kind of tones the whole month. This conflict between Taurus and the Taurus area of the chart and Aquarius, and the Scorpio area of the chart and Aquarius. So you should have by now gotten an inkling of what's unfolding in your life and in the world at large as well, where we need to turn a corner, so to speak, which is what squares force us to do. But keep in mind, I'm still paying attention to it, because 2 to 3 degrees is not that far away, especially because Saturn tends to fire late, or at least we become aware of it late, right? It's kind of like we look in the rearview mirror and are like, man, that was that, right? So pay attention to that. And we're also losing the support that Jupiter was offering with that trine and sextile to the nodes of the moon. It's still an orb with a little bit of benefit and blessing from the Neptune, which is there to help. But there's very much a distinct vibe difference between April and May, in that April we had so much in Pisces, right? And in May, everything starts to turn over into Aries. Now keep in mind that those are two extremely different energies. One is the very end of the zodiac. One is the very beginning of the zodiac. One is water, right? Pisces is water. Aries is fire. Aries is kind of brash, and it's it kind of rules youthfulness, right? And the the fearlessness of being youthful. So this could really introduce a lot of more argumentative energy, conflict energy to the month. Stay with the high vibe, right? High vibe the Aries. Be independent, be pioneering, be strong, have convictions, have will, get things done, get things accomplished, right? Again, we still are coming up on that Mercury retrograde, and then Pluto is going to start retrograding the next month. We've got even more. So if you feel that juice to get some things accomplished, get her done. All right, let's just jump into the astrology. So now on the 2nd, Venus goes into Aries, right? Venus in Aries, not her best look, okay? Venus in Pisces, ooh yeah, we're in love, we're merging. Venus in Aries, I want what I want when I want it. So that can be a little bit of a brash energy. So pay attention to that. It can be kind of almost like immature about what it wants, the Venus in Aries. So try to just symbolically see what happens that day, see what urges, see if you can sense into the vibe change. And of course, know where Aries is in your chart, because you're going to want to add some beauty to that area of your life. You're going to want to add some value to that area of your life, and you're going to want to value the time and energy you spend on that part of your life. All right. And then on Monday, which is also the same, it's also the 2nd, the moon in Gemini is going to be really activated. So it's important to stay grounded as you get into the 2nd and the 3rd. And on the 3rd, we've got a really nice sextile from Jupiter to Pluto. And so kind of see where that is. Jupiter is in Pisces, finishing up there, last few degrees, right? Pluto's in Capricorn. Where's that little blessing beam? Where's that little opportunity? Sextiles are the door presents itself, but you have to go through it, right? A trine is the open door. Like you're like, oh yeah, I see it. Sextiles, you have to work a little bit harder, okay? So pay attention to that. And the moon is going to be squaring Mars that day, and so make sure you're using a little bit of balanced head and heart as you navigate the 3rd. Uranus in the 4th, Mars is going to sextile Uranus. And so that also is a really kind of blessing beam. It's a how can I take action? Where can I take action? You're going to want to take action. So have it be something inspired, something that's liberating, something that brings you freedom. Watch that you don't go wildly off in the wrong direction, right? Really tap in. Because Sun is also coming up to touch Uranus on the 5th. This is synchronicity central, man. So in the Taurus area of your life, what just magically happens, right? What insights, what things pop into your head? Look for downloads, look for opportunities. Do be cautious, especially if you are a Tauran, of being out in electrical storms. Be cautious with electricity. And then if you notice your nervous system getting a little amped, right? Sun, Uranus, right? Make sure that you're doing things to stay grounded, to not overtax yourself with mental activity, and watch out. You know, anything related to the internet could really be activated during that time, because Uranus is considered the higher octave of Mercury and considered the ruler of the internet. All right, now May the 6th has some minor aspects, but it's a really nice head heart day. The 6th, the 7th, those are kind of nice days where you get positive activity, not just with the moon and intuition, but with the Mercury. Tuesday, the 10th, is a really big day. So Mercury is going to go retrograde. It's at 7:47 in the morning, 4 degrees, 51 minutes of Gemini. So remember, Mercury rules Gemini, Gemini-related things. You know, when Mercury goes retrograde, it's not just that it goes wonky. It's that it's closer actually to the Earth, and therefore has a stronger impact. So it's more like Mercury with the volume up, and Mercury in Gemini is already volume up. So know where those early degrees of Gemini are. It's going to begin backing its way into Aries. All right. So, you know, and remember, you know, Mercury retrograde, it's a good time for rethinking, redoing, repairing. So take advantage of it. Use it to your benefit. The other huge piece of news on that day is Jupiter moving into Aries. This happens at 7:22 p.m. I'm double checking the date. Yeah, that's the 10th. All right. So pay attention. Maybe put some energy around a ritual that would honor this new ingress into a new sign. This is a 12-year cycle. All right. And I wrote down the date. The last time that Jupiter was here was January through March of 2011, just at these degrees, right? Because it's going to go to about, I think, 8 or 9 degrees and then retrograde back into Pisces, all right? Jupiter in Aries, very different vibe, okay? Maybe not the best placement. Anything that relates to Mars-ruled things will get bigger, right? Because Aries is a Mars-ruled sign. So again, negative, it could be anger, fire, accidents, again, we'll go weather-related events. There's so many things that could be weather-related this entire time that Uranus is in Taurus. But watch out. Use it to pursue justice, right? That's Jupiter, the lawgiver, the expander. Use it to pursue your goals as far as traveling and mind expansion and getting things accomplished in the Aries part of your chart. I think it's a really, I'm liking it. All right, now we've got May 12th through the 14th. Mars is going to be flowing with the nodes of the moon and take you over from the position that Jupiter was in when it was sending those positive beams to the nodes. So Jupiter sent those positive beams in Pisces, and now Mars is there sending those beneficial energies to the nodes. This is wanting to take action on what we're figuring out that Saturn is digging up. Okay, Saturn is dredging up some things that are not working. Taurus, Scorpio, areas of life. Taurus, Scorpio, areas of your chart. Saturn is asking for integrity. Mars is there to help. So this is a beneficial energy. You know, and then we've got, let's see, sorry. All right, and then we've got our total lunar eclipse. So this is a full moon. It is on Monday, May 16th. It's at 25 degrees of Scorpio, and it is going to be a lot. Why? Well, Scorpio energy is a very intense energy as it is, right? Now the node is here, the south node. It's not conjunct, but it's within 3 degrees, which activates the south node. This is also a visible eclipse in all the Americas, North and South America, all of Europe, parts of Asia, and all of Africa. The more people, the more it's visible, the more you can actually see an eclipse, means that it has more of an impact on the earth, right? Vibrationally, all the planets impact us, but the ones that are closest to us have the most impact, right? It's just logical. So this is going to really excavate some things in the Scorpio area of your chart. Watch for secrets to be revealed. Watch for the truth of things to come out. This could have a big impact on the financial markets. This could have a big impact, even just people's health and well-being. Scorpio rules the 8th house of death, of regeneration, of sexual union, of union with God, of these deeper, more esoteric experiences that, frankly, most human beings are really uncomfortable talking about or looking at. And so expect some discomfort, but expect also to feel, it's almost like I feel like it's almost like it's going to be like a sense of relief. We're going to realize something and it's going to be like, oh, okay. I'm looking at it like a truth serum. So pay attention to what happening in your chart. Then we've got Mars coming into conjunction with Neptune in Pisces, 17th and 18th of the month at 24 degrees of Pisces. So know where that is in your chart. Mars conjunct Neptune, really wanted to take action. Make sure you're taking high vibe actions, spiritual action. It's a marvelous day to set some goals around your spiritual practices, to actively, walking meditation, mantra, things of those nature. Watch that you don't want to control other people. Watch that you don't want to, take actions that are more towards deluding yourself or confusing yourself. You may want to really actively do that. You have to love and value yourself, and if you don't, you can really sometimes take actions almost on purpose that harm yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of a caution flag on that day, I would say. Now, on the 19th, we have the Sun trine Pluto, Moon trine Uranus, Mercury sextile Jupiter. That is beautiful energy, but that is also energy that embraces change and requires change. So be adaptable, see what needs to be adjusted, and make the changes. It's not making the change that's going to be the painful thing. So go ahead and make the changes that are needed. May 21st, Chiron goes all the way to 15 degrees of Aries. So this is somewhat new degrees that Chiron is beginning to traverse. And so if you have anything sensitive in your chart at 15 degrees of any of the cardinal signs, I would pay much attention to that. Something needs to be healed. Something needs to be helped. All right. Sun, Mercury, also on that day, on the 21st, only they're going to back into each other. The Sun is going to move forward to 0 degrees of Gemini. So happy birthday to our Gemini friends. But Mercury is backing up from in its retrograde cycle and will back into that 0 degrees Gemini point. Now, when Mercury and the Sun come together, it's interesting. Some people think of it as Kazemi, the sun burning out the energy of Mercury. Some people think of it as an empowerment aspect. See how it flows for you. Typically, I do think that the sun kind of can kind of fry the circuits of Mercury a little bit. So maybe not the best day for mental work, mental activity, but definitely a day to understand how you're being influenced by your mind. All right, so paying attention to that. All right. Now, on May 22nd, because Mercury is at that 0 degrees of Gemini right now, it goes to 29 of Taurus. So it's backing up, retracing those Tauran steps. Mars has a nice sextile to Pluto on that day. And then on the 23rd, Mercury is going to sextile Mars. And Mars is at the tail end of Pisces. And so these are some finishing up some of this Pisces energy. Notice what area of the chart that is for you and apply the will, take the actions, right? Don't leave the things undone. All right. Yeah, the 24th is a really, really big moon day. The moon is going to hit Neptune, conjunct Neptune, sextile Pluto, sextile Mercury, move into Aries, touch Mars, and then Jupiter. Pah! That's big emotions, big feels. So stay grounded. Moon in Aries is, I have a moon in Aries natally. It's a lot. So, you know, Kriyananda would talk about emotions versus feelings, that it's good to feel things, but it's not good to have emotions about things. And I don't know, I've kind of come around on emotions. I think emotions are frankly superpowers in a lot of ways, but not if they cause you to make rash, unconscious decisions, right? If that feeling or emotion sends you into purposeful, wise, measured action, then that's beautiful. But if you don't, if you're just being, impulsive, a puppet to your emotions, then that's difficult. All right, so as of May 25th, we have Venus, Chiron, Moon, Jupiter, Mars, all in Aries, okay? That's a lot. That's a lot. You're gonna really feel that pressure. So make your to-do lists. Make sure you're exercising, okay? Mars likes, or Aries likes a good workout, all right? Don't sit around and stew about things. Get up, take a vigorous walk, go dig a ditch, go rake some leaves, go volunteer at the homeless shelter, like do something. All right, May 27, Venus at the very late degrees of Aries comes into a square with Pluto, all right? So this is the goddess in her most aggressive form, butting up against the authority figures, right? So not a great time to clash with authority figures. Watch out for people who will, just have a lot of energy to argue, a lot of energy to control you. This is kind of a get your Lilith on, but be cautious, right? So be careful of that. And I would also be really, really careful with accidents and violence. So, then on the 28th, Venus dips into Taurus, and she's so happy. She's back. She's in the sign, one of the signs that she rules, a place that she loves, a place that she feels much more comfortable. And she's a little bit more balanced in her approach to what she loves and what she wants. All right, 29th of the month, Moon goes from Taurus into Gemini, gives a blessing beam to Neptune, and then blesses Jupiter, Mars, and Chiron all in Aries, okay? So it squares Saturn, but it trines Pluto. So this is the whole argument, basically, between what's going on with Saturn and what's going on with Pluto. Saturn was wanting to shake things up. Pluto wants to tear it down, all right? And so we're figuring out which of those things is going to happen. Pay attention. What is in the Saturn area of your chart that needs to be reworked? Okay, Aquarius, what needs to be reworked? Capricorn, what needs to be destroyed? What needs to be composted so that you can grow something in it, right? That's what you need to really pay attention to. All right, and then we wrap up the month with a powerful new moon on the 30th. It's at 9 degrees of Gemini, 7:30 in the morning. Mars and Jupiter are pretty close together, but there's no other aspects, okay? So I'm really seeing this one as like the first blessing, positive moon that you can manifest with that we've had in a while. And so, the Gemini area of your chart, look for that. But Gemini loves to talk about it, loves to write about it, loves to express, loves to be in the neighborhood, be social. So look at how you can honor and respect this moon, perhaps by writing down and speaking aloud to the moon, the manifestations that you wish to accomplish. You'll have the drive, you'll have the energy, and then this beneficial flow will help us as we manage all the changes that are coming towards us that are being triggered this month. All right, that's May. Whew, it's gonna be all right. I'm actually feeling really good and excited about this month. I was really worried about April. Caution flag is still up, of course. There's just a lot of big astrology, evolutionary astrology. We are becoming the people that we've been looking for, right? We are the ones that we've been waiting for. And it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. If this was useful, helpful, please like, please subscribe, please share it with your friends. Please hop on the website. I've got lots of good content there for you. Been blogging a lot, so check that out. And I'll see you next time for the Planetary Energy Forecast of the week. Namaste.